Now, Friday Night Football, presented by Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for another edition of Friday Night Football. It's trophy season. Sectional championships tonight in Indiana, district championships up in Michigan.
8 games featuring 10 local teams, each trying to keep their season alive. And we start tonight with an NIC North rematch.
That's right, St. Joe and Mishawaka at Steele Stadium. The Cavemen beat the Tribe by 2 points back in September, and we had another good one tonight. It was Mishawaka who struck first at the 1. Sam Shively carries a couple of Indians with him into the end zone. Touchdown Mishawaka. The Cavemen, though, would miss the extra point. They lead 6-0. But at the halves, this thing was all tied up at 14, and the Indians get things going right from the get-go in the third. First play from scrimmage, Ashton Ruskowski hits John Driscoll across the middle, and no one came close to touching him. Touchdown Indians, St. Joe up 20-14. Next Cavemen possession, Chris Harness does what he does best, and that's finding touchdowns. Touchdown Mishawaka, we're all tied up at 20. Later in the game, Harness gets the ball and he hits the edge, but loses the football. Casey Connery hops on it for St. Joe, and the Indians take over. The Tribe would hit a field goal to take the 23-0 lead. Next Mishawaka possession, Harness gets the rock again and coughs it up again, but this time Shively jumps on it exactly like they drew it up. Coach Bart Curtis taught them that one, and that would lead to this. Inside the 5, Shively takes it in himself for the touchdown to give the Cavemen the 27-23 lead. However, the Indians still have plenty of time. 2:44 left, and Ruskowski finds Noah Hickey, who fights for extra yardage, but loses the football. There's a scrum for it. Derek Dawson recovers it for the Cavemen, and that seals the deal. And then Coach Keith Kinder gets the Gatorade bath as Mishawaka wins 27-23 in a classic sectional championship.
It was a great game. I have so much respect for Coach Witten and that program. It's a really good football team that we just beat. I'm telling you, there's something really special about this group of kids. We didn't play. Our defense played fantastic. Offensively, we turned it over 3 times, still win the football game. It's a tribute to those kids. We get to play tomorrow. That's what I'm excited about. I get to see these kids tomorrow, so I don't have to be done coaching them yet. That's what I'm excited about.
So Mishawaka wins their second sectional title in 3 years. They will host Lowell next week in regionals.
St. Joe, meanwhile, finishes the season 7-5, the best record they've had under Brian Witten, but the second straight season they've fallen in the sectional championship. In 6A, Penn going for their 6th straight sectional championship, hosting Valpo. Vikings up 14-0 at the half, looking to add to it in the third. CJ Opperman slings it out to Antonio Osario. No, Osario making Kingsman miss left and right. He's eventually brought down inside the 5 after a gain of 27. And a few plays later, Valpo strikes Pater. Jesse Harper plunges in off the direct snap, and the Vikings have Penn on the ropes, 21-0 in the third. Later in the quarter, the Kingsmen defense comes up big. Opperman's pass is intercepted by Johnny Ho. Penn not going down without a fight. Fourth quarter, Kingsmen face a 4th and goal, but Ron Powlis chucks it out of the end zone. Penn gets shut out 21-0 to Valpo, the first time the Kingsmen haven't won a sectional title since 2010.
In 5A, defending sectional champs Concord hosting Elkhart Central. Blazers going for their first title since 2014. On Elkhart Central's first drive, Isaiah Chandler throws it right into Carter Neveroski's hands for the interception. Neveroski cuts across the field. He's looking for 6, but is eventually brought down inside the 20-yard line. A few plays later, Neveroski does it on offense, gets in the end zone on the Wildcat from a yard out, touchdown Concord, and the Minutemen take the 7-0 lead. In the second quarter, Ethan Kane looking deep down the field. He lets it fly, and it's caught for a 44-yard gain by Julius James. What a snag. Huge play for the Minutemen. And that sets up this. Ariel De La Paz, so accurate all season long, knocks it through the uprights as the Minutemen take the 10-0 lead. A field goal would be the difference in this one tonight. Concord wins the 5A sectional title for the 2nd straight year. They beat Elkhart Central 17-14.
Now, the Minutemen haven't had a season with less than 6 wins since 2003. They got that 6th win tonight.
And with the win, Concord will now play Michigan City next week in regionals. Huge matchup in 4A, undefeated, top-ranked Northwood on the road against undefeated 5th-ranked Angola. The Hornets catch a break early. Long snap sails over Bronson Yoder's head on the punt attempt. That safety makes it 2-zip early. Northwood looking to jump out in front. Yoder with a wobbly pass, and it's picked off by Jace Miller. Rough start for the Panthers star, but he makes it up from there. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Yoder sheds a tackle and escapes. That's the Yoder we're more likely to see. 35 yards to the end zone. Touchdown makes it 6-2. In the second quarter, it's Angola's turn. Jarrett Gibson to Luke Honer, bobbles it for a moment, but then hauls it in. Hornets inside the red zone. And then on 4th and goal, Chase Shemp gets in, and Angola jumps out in front. But a huge moment for the Panthers on the ensuing kickoff. It's Yoder again, starting from his own 5-yard line, spins off one tackle, disappears into the crowd, then breaks out, and he's all alone. How many times have we seen him do that this season with his wheels? No one had a shot at catching him. 95 yards to put Northwood back out in front. After that, the 2-point conversion attempt fell no good, and that would come into play in a huge way as Northwood comes up just a single point short of a sectional title. They fall to Angola 27-26.
Marion going for their 4th straight 3A sectional title, hosting Mackinac at Olowski Field. Opening drive of the game, Braves on the move, but on 3rd down, Zach Whitefield sacks Nolan Kelly for a loss of 7, forcing them to punt on the Knights' first offensive snap. They give it to Malcolm Anderson. He looks like he's bottled up, but then he bursts free down the sidelines, and he's off to the races. No one was catching him. Malcolm Anderson, 72 yards to the house. Marion takes the 7-0 lead midway through the first. On the ensuing drive, Braves punting, but it's blocked. Mitchell Menting picks it up, and he takes it the other way for the scoop and score. The Knights extend their lead 14-0. They go on to win this one 35-7 for the sectional title. The Marion senior class has now won a sectional championship every year of their high school careers. That's the first time that's ever happened at Marion.
Congrats to them. And still to come, Bremen plays for a sectional crown.
And we haven't even gotten to Michigan yet. Edwardsburg and Cassopolis look to keep their perfect seasons alive in the district championships.
Now, back to Friday Night Football.
Welcome back. We've still got 3 more games still to get to tonight.
Edwardsburg and Cassopolis both going for district titles north of the state line, but first Bremen looking to bring home a sectional crown in 2A. The Lions down in Bluffton going for their first sectional title since 2015. Bremen gets their first score here. Nathan Mullen slices through the front 7, and now time to turn on the Jets. He motors down towards the end zone, one stiff arm right before he gets into the end zone. Touchdown Bremen. It's 7-0 after the first. Lions backed up against their own goal line in the second, but Ryan Caldwell helps them move upfield with this long ball. Excellent layout grab for Justin Zumbrun. They capped that off drive with this pump fake. Then Caldwell with another deep pass and another amazing grab by Zumbrun over the defender. He's in to make it 14-0. Bremen goes on the win 42-13. Bremen will play Whiting in regionals, and in 1A, Triton beats North Judson 29-17.
Triton wins their first sectional championship in 10 years. They'll play their Hoosier North rivals, Pioneer, in regionals. All right, up to Michigan, Division IV District Championship, undefeated Edwardsburg hosting Paw Paw. We pick up the action in the 3rd quarter. Eddie's up 24-3, and well, this is why. Paw Paw's Jacob Matheny suddenly seeing nothing but Eddies all around him. He's sacked and the ball squirts out. The ball all by itself picks up 15 yards before Chase Sager falls on it. The very next play, Trey Harvey slices through the Paw Paw defense like a hot knife through butter. 30 yards later, he's in for 6. That extends their lead 30-3. Always someone ready for Christmas, maybe a bit too soon. Jacob Matheny looking deep, fires a long pass, but it's into the waiting arms of Bryce Blue, who unfortunately, well, plays for the blue team. Edwardsburg with the interception. A few plays later, Isaiah Mitchell gets the ball and a clear path to the end zone, 35 yards to the house. In the end, Edwardsburg wins big. They advance 49-10 over Paw Paw.
And in Division 7, a rematch of the regular season finale between Cassopolis and Centerville to decide the district. Centerville fans in force and hopeful. Those hopes didn't last long. With less than a minute of play, Cassopolis' J.J. Hart finds a way to run past everyone, and he scores the first touchdown of the night, 6-0. Cassopolis. Still the first quarter of the Rangers. Tyrese Hunt Thompson swings out to the corner of the field and adds another touchdown. It's 12-0. Then it became a parade of errors. Cass fumbles the ball, then Centerville loses it and recovers. Then Hunter Hutchinson is intercepted by Mason Polomak, which would set up this 8-yard dash up for Tyrese Hunt Thompson touchdown. Cassopolis wins 35-0 over Centerville. Cassopolis will host Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central in the regional final.
And meanwhile, Edwardsburg will play host to Holland Christian next week. And of course, tomorrow, Notre Dame is back in action. They put their undefeated season on the line as well. They'll be in Evanston taking on Northwestern. I will be up there. We will have live reports both before and after the game as the Irish put their perfect season on the line. Well, that'll do it here for this week's edition of Friday Night Football. Thanks for watching.